Today we'll have a lecture by Professor Van Thanh Ho from Ho Chi Minh City University of Natural Resources and Environment. And she'll be talking about novel nanostructures for high performance and low cost fuel cells. So, dear Van, the floor is yours. You have up to 45 minutes for the lecture, and then we'll have questions. Okay, thanks everyone for attending, and please.
Okay, good afternoon from Vietnam. So thank you for your introduction. My name, you can call me my name Ho, yeah, Dr. Ho. I am a lecturer of Ho Chi Minh City University of Natural Resource and Environment, Vietnam. So today I am very happy to be here, to share my research focus about the topic novel nanostructure based on drop-in M2 titanium oxide for high performance of low cost fuel cell application. Okay.
Great.
So I can start now. Okay, so my presentation, we will focus five sessions. The first one, I will introduce a little bit about the background of research. The second thing, we review the reverse research, focus on the current issue of fuel cell system. And the third one, we will focus about the motivation and trajectory of our research, and we will match our approach, result, education, and finally we will have some conclusion for this approach here. So the first background to the research, we want to ask the question, why is the fuel cell? So I think everyone can know about the problem of the energy. You can see from the diagram. So maybe until 2030 and until 2080, most of the fossil fuel like the coals and like the gas, oil gas, so will be limited and out of. So the second thing so important also the CO2 emission due to we using the fossil fuel. So there is some of the reason to make the climate change happen all the world. So Vietnam is one of the country affected by the climate change due to CO2 emission in more and more day. So we know the problem of energy like the limit supply and the resource is unfriendly location and also environmental damage. So everybody try to solve the problem, how to make the energy transition. So we need to find the clean energy and also the sustainability energy to replace the traditional energy. So they have so many kind of the renewable energy people have been done and developed in previous time and now and in the future, like the biomass, the solar, the wind energy, and geothermal energy, water, something like that. So they have some very good the result to show the we can produce the electricity from the wind, the solar. However, they have some the limits when we apply this renewable energy. Like most of them depend on the weather. Example, if we use solar, we need some the sun. Some country don't have the sunlight, something like that, and wind energy, and they also depend on the geographic location and require the large areas. So pay on some the renewable energy. They have one kind of renewable energy we can call fuel cell. They have a fuel cell is an electrochemical device that continuously convert chemical energy into electric energy and some heat for as long as fuel and oxygen are supplied. So they can reduce the water, also clean water during the fuel cell system operation and working. And this shop is very domestic supply, environmental, and also convenient use. So the fuel cell can apply a lot of application from the low power until the high power for the car, for the power station, also some the mobile application like the computer, mobile phone, something like that. So they have some the advantage of the fuel cell application like the high efficiency and low CO2 emission and shine independent. Various application I just mentioned, stationary, automotive, portable electronics, and they also easily control this reaction and operate on the hydrogen. So that means we can mesh the fuel cell stack from the small system until the very huge system. So yeah, so I just talk about the COP26 about the climate change conference UK 2020 first. So they also mentioned about the renewable energy must touch the place of fossil fuel, and the scale up of renewable needs will be maximized. So we can see they want to approach the net zero by 2050. So by using some of the renewable energy, wind, solar, and some like the fuel cell system. So that means the trend, the energy transition should be matched, not in the future, should be right now. So I want to talk about the overview about the PMFC and DMFC. This is two kind of the fuel cell, very common. So they just an electrochemical device in which chemical energy is directly converted into electrical energy through electrochemical reaction of fuel like the hydrogen for the PMFC and some the methanol for the direct methanol fuel cell or alcohol and oxygen like the oxygen and air. So we can see the overall reaction at the anode and overall reaction at the cathode, very simple. For PMFC, we can see the anode, we can supply the hydrogen to match the ion hydrogen and also the for electron, and for the cathode, we can supply the oxygen or the air to make the water. So between the anode and cathode, we have the membrane. So this don't allow for the electron go through, just for the H plus. So that means electron we need to go outside from the anode to cathode, so we can match the electricity and also the water out. So it's very clean energy. So this system is very high efficiency and high power density and fast response. And the temperature operation is also low, below 90 degrees C. And also the solid polymer electrolyte mean no corrosive limits to handle. So the second type of the fuel cell system people want to develop, that means the direct methanol fuel cell or ethanol fuel cell, because you know for the PMFC, even though very high efficiency, but we think that how to store it, hydrogen is gas, so not so easy. So people move to use some of the solution like the methanol and ethanol. to release the hydrogen, reduce the ion hydrogen plus. So this mechanism is similar to the PMFC, but we just change the reaction at anode by the methanol. We can see the reaction here. So this fuel cell also have some the effects that like the fuel is with methanol, so easy to store it. So the efficiency about the 40% expected for this fuel cell. For BMFC, the efficiency may be around reach to 90%. And the operated temperature around also low, 60 to 190 degrees C. In my experience, I around below 100 degrees C. And also the first fuel cell to be totally commercial. However, the fuel cell system, two kinds of the fuel cell system, they miss some the key challenge. So we need to overcome to enhance the performance of fuel cell. That means we can reduce the cost of fuel cell, can match the wider application. Because now this system is still high cost compared to reusing some of the fossil fuel for like applying the car or in some the station power. So the first current I show the low kinetic ORR. That means the oxygen reduction reaction for the cathode. You can see here the cathode. We can see the oxygen will be reduction. So this is they need to problem about low kinetic ORR. And this program will be matched the efficiency of the fuel cell become broke down. And the second thing, we see in the anode and cathode, for the reaction happen, we need some the catalyst. Yeah, the reaction we need catalyst. The catalyst by on the platinum, the novel catalyst platinum. They disperse on the support like the carbon support to match the platinum uniform and uniformly dispersion on the carbon. But the platinum very expensive, and the platinum disperse on the carbon just don't have any the chemical reaction or some. Yeah, so that means when during the fuel cell system performance, platinum easy to dissolution, and also migration to match to loss of the platinum, and also the match the platinum particle size become bigger. So that means will be effect to the efficiency of the fuel cell. So this is the problem, the second problem of the fuel cell. And the third problem also the carbon corrosion. So during the fuel cell start up and stop and shut down, with different potential. So carbon can oxidize, become to CO2. So in this slide you can see this reaction will be happen at the potential 0.2 to 0.74. So if the carbon corrosion, that means we can lose the catalyst, the platinum catalyst. So also the match the catalyst loss and mass transfer loss, and also to match the high the ohmic loss. So this is the third current answer for this kind of fuel cell. And the fourth, the last one, the current answer also the contaminant effect. If we use the methanol or ethanol, like the oxygen supply for the anodes, we can get some the CO poisoning. This CO poisoning will be absorbed on the platinum catalyst. So that means will be effect to the activity of the platinum catalyst. So this is the main current ISO in the methanol and ethanol fuel cell. So how they show the current ISO? I just mentioned the reverse slide. They try to enrich the kinetic activity of OR. They try to make some idea, some way to stable platinum catalyst on the carbon support. They also modify the carbon support, and they can have some idea to reduce the CO poisoning and also the carbon corrosion. So this is some way the scientists try to apply. So the first step they enroll the OR reaction. So they use some alloy with platinum. That means they drop in like the second metal, like the PT nickel, PT cobalt, the iron with platinum. So this way can enrich the OR reaction and also reduce the cost of the platinum. However, they have also some disadvantage because of using this approach. Because to make the PT alloy with some metal, the second metal, they have some very complicated system. They make some the core shell system and some the multi-metallic. So to make the BT overlay up our skin for this alloy. So the process very complicated. So a lot of steps to repair this system. The second thing, the second metal, like they make alloy with platinum, also mix a problem like the lithium and the solution. During in the fuel cell system, you like in acid, this media, so leading to a reduction into the long-term durability. So they also try to stable up platinum oxygen reduction, like to change the morphology of platinum. Normally, platinum catalyst they repair like the physical particle around 5 nanometer. So they want to enrich the stabilization. So they change the morphology of platinum, then like the 1D dimension and Y. Yeah, so many things, and they use a multi-metallic, not also alloy, like the three metal together, two or three, and also make the core shell nanostructure. So they try to enroll the OR kinetics of OR reaction. So they also have some good result, but also major problem about the difficult to reparation this system, and also have some dissolution of the second or the third metal during the fuel cell system working. The third approach, people try to show the carbon corrosion issue. Yeah, so they I just mentioned from the beginning, the carbon will be oxidized during the long-term fuel cell system. So they try to make modify the carbon, like the carbon pay material with higher rapidity character of, they drop in some like nitrogen and dust, drop in carbon, and also they add some the oxide to reduce carbon corrosion, such as some the iridium oxide to reduce the carbon corrosion. This is some of result from the reverse research. And they also try to relay the carbon support, like they use some of the non-carbon support. And the third problem, they want to show the problem about the catalyst poisoning for the methanol or ethanol fuel cell. So they use the second method, and very famous about ruthenium with along with platinum. So we can see from the reaction here. So when we mix the ruthenium along with platinum, the ruthenium can provide the active OS in the low potential below 0.3 volt. So we can see here. So the CO poisoning platinum will be released to form the CO2, and we can match the BT0 here. However, when people use the ruthenium, ruthenium also have some oxidation potential and the MFC operating potential on this G reaction here. At the potential 0.74 volt, ruthenium will become ruthenium hydroxide. Then also ruthenium dissolution from the alloy BT ruthenium at high potential. So the second question we need to answer: how do we solve this current issue to enroll post-up activity and durability of BT space catalyst for the MSc and PMSc? Previous slide, I just present the current issue of the PMSc and DMC, and how people approach to solve this problem here. So this is our approach. So our approach, we want to do the ways approach will be enroll the efficiency and the durability of the low temperature fuel cell for PMFC and DMC by finding effective nano electrocatalysts for cathodes and anodes for fuel cell. We expect that our approach not only consider the stability but also the inherent activity of each new catalyst in their system via effective multifunctional catalyst that compared to the traditionally commercial catalyst. So from our research, we have the approach to change the carbon support. That means we change in the commercial catalyst, they use the BT on the carbon support or BT alloy on carbon support. So in our system, we change, we rely carbon support by non-carbon support based on the nanostructure, the second metal dumping into titanium oxide. You can see just on slide, we use the for ruthenium dumping into titanium oxide, and molybdenum dumping into titanium oxide. And we also develop the von dumping titanium oxide and iridium titanium oxide in our group. So from this kind of I have inspired 2 PhD students for the Ho Chi Minh City of University of Technology, and we can call Bách Khoa University. So one PhD just read us last year, and the second PhD student will be ready in next year for 2 kind of approach here. So our approach, we want to change we can see change the carbon support by the novel nano electrode and support for platinum, and we apply for the BMC and DMC for the anodes and cathodes, and we expect this way can enhance activity and also improve the stability. So I will go through the first approach. First approach, we want to show the problem about the ORR, oxygen reduction reaction. That means they have problem about the low kinetics and also the carbon corrosion, instability of platinum. Yeah, we will try to show the problem by the first approach. So this is the problem for the PMFC. And our approach, we exploring the new nanostructure molybdenum turbine into titanium oxide with the ratio about 0.3 molybdenum and 0.7 titanium oxide. And we study the characterization and property of this material. After that, we will disperse platinum catalyst on the new nanostructure, realize the carbon support, and we apply for the ORR in BMFC. We compare our result, our catalyst performance with the commercial catalyst, BT on carbon and BT on carbon. So when we explore this material, that's we did we can say this is the first study we carry out. So we apply the hydrothermal process to synthesize the titanium 0.7, molybdenum 0.3, and O2 by the hydrothermal process with low temperature around 200 degrees C and only 2 hours, with a ratio of 7.3 for the titanium and molybdenum. So after that, we can get the titanium molybdenum oxide, and we use the second step to disperse to synthesize platinum from the this support material, followed by the microwave irradiation using polyoid ethylene glycol like the reduction agent. So the reaction also carry out as one receipt 1 hour. So after that, we can synthesize the platinum catalyst with the nanosite around 5 nano, disperse uniformly on the titanium molybdenum oxide. So this is some of the result we found out from the structure, from the TM. From the TM, we can see the nanoparticle size around 8 to 5 nanometer, very good rigidity. And also they found the very solid solution nanoparticle. That means the molybdenum has been successfully into the lattice of titanium oxide. We found the solid solution, not the composite, composite oxide. So we also measure to determine the structure of the material. Yeah, we can see the very high rigidity. And after that, we also synthesize platinum on the dish support. We can find it's ready to see the platinum bits on the support material. And so you use some the measurement like the SAS to determine the electric property of molybdenum dumping into titanium oxide. So very interesting. We found that the molybdenum, the average molybdenum valence stay in the our structure to be around 5 to 7.5. That means they miss the valence molybdenum of 4 and 6 to be 5.75 in our catalyst. And also this is a TM to show the platinum the plus one disperse uniformly on the support titanium molybdenum oxide. The platinum, the nanosite around 5 nanometer. And the very interesting, we found that for this research, we think that it is the first mechanism we found that for non-carbon support. For the carbon support platinum, the carbon play the role like the support for platinum disperse on the surface. Don't have any chemical reaction or some the strong interaction. Not very weak interaction between BT on the carbon. Just BT disperse on the high surface carbon, high porous surface carbon. But in our support material, like the titanium molybdenum oxide, we found the very interesting mechanism. That means we found the electron will be transferred from the titanium molybdenum oxide support to the platinum metal. We measure the SES to show the electronic property here. Yeah, compared to commercial, they don't have any to change electron from the carbon to PT. But in our catalyst, we found the electron transfer from the titanium molybdenum oxide to the platinum. So that means they have very strong interaction between the support and platinum. This idea will keep stable platinum on the support material. They also match the very high density of electron on the PT, so they can enhance the activity of the platinum for OR reaction. So this paper we published in the CEST journal, very good journal in the chemical, and we found a pattern, US pattern for this material, also mechanism. Yeah, after that we will measure the electrical property compared to the commercial catalyst PT and carbon eject, and the second between cobalt, the alloy on eject. And our result, the red color, we can see the chronicity become higher than the commercial catalyst, and also the stability test we checked, and also the very high stability. That means we can enhance the stability of the fuel cell system during we use the new material compared to the commercial catalyst play on carbon support. So we have some summarize for this idea. We have explored for the first time the new material molybdenum dubbed into titanium oxide support, so they can enhance the activity and durability for the OR compared to with commercial between carbon eject and between cobalt eject catalyst. So this is the scheme to show the idea. We can see they have some interaction between the titanium molybdenum support to platinum due to the electron transfer from our support to platinum, so enhance the interaction between the BT and support. And we think that this result in also indicate the trajectories suitable for incorporating of other being into titanium oxide, as well as raising the possibility of using other oxide in the alternative catalyst support, and they will open the new path to the recovery and concept I just mentioned about the mechanism due to the electron transfer from the spot to the catalyst. The second, this is the first approach. We just want to focus about how to improve the OR reaction. The second approach, we want to improve the problem about anodes for DMFC, direct methanol fuel cell. In the direct methanol fuel cell, they have bit problem about the CO poisoning I just mentioned from the overview, and also the carbon corrosion, and also the instability of PT catalyst and dissolution of ruthenium. So in this approach, we introduce the second method like the ruthenium oxide, ruthenium oxide into the titanium oxide with a ratio around 0.3 into the titanium oxide. And ruthenium, as they have some interesting property that they can enhance the property of this material for anodes. So we also carry out this study from the synthesis, characterization, and finding the mechanism, and also fabrication of the MEA, and apply the fuel cell test compared to the traditional catalyst or the commercial catalyst, and we try to match the good idea for this way. And battery. Yeah, this is the synthesis of our support. We also apply the hydrothermal process similar to the first approach. So we also synthesis the material ruthenium that been into titanium oxide, and also disperse platinum on the ruthenium titanium oxide. in this scheme here, like very simple. And we also do not so complicated process, just very simple, one step at low temperature. And we found a very nice TM to show the platinum, the black one disperse on the support titanium ruthenate oxide. And this is the SID to show the structure of our catalyst. And we also measure a lot of property of the new material. So I just go quickly and mention some the main result. So we also found very strong interaction between the platinum and titanium ruthenate oxide. Due to the mechanism similar approach one, the electron transfer from support to the platinum catalyst, so can enhance the interaction between the BT and support, and also enhance the density of electron on the of the platinum. So after that, we use the fusion test to show the power density of our catalyst compared to the commercial catalyst, BT carbon and BT ruthenium on carbon. Yeah, this is very famous commercial catalyst, and our catalyst is a red color to see the power density higher than the commercial, the blue one. The blue one for BT on carbon, and the green one for BT ruthenium on carbon. So we also apply for PMFC, and also in this one for the MFC. For both case, we can find our catalyst enhance the activity and durability. So the reason we explain how our catalyst can enhance activity and durability of fuel cell of PMFC and DFC compared to the commercial catalyst. Besides on some novel property, we found out like the strong interaction between PT and our support, and very stable of titanium in the environment of fuel cell. But we found that due to the titanium ruthenate oxide like the high density compared to carbon. You see the carbon very low density. So that means if the same the same mass like one gram, but the carbon we can use a lot of carbon. But for our catalyst, we can use just a little catalyst. So we can make the ultra thin catalyst support layer, yeah, with the same amount of catalyst compared to traditional carbon. So that means when we make the very ultra thin catalyst support layer, we can enhance the mass transport kinetics, and so that can enhance the performance of the membrane electrode assembly MER for fuel cell system. So we have some summary for the approach 2. We have synthesis successfully, and for the BT on titanium ruthenate oxide, so we can see this material like the multifunctional functional catalyst, due to they not only play the function like the support material for platinum, they also like the co-catalyst for platinum. They can release the CO poisoning due to the ruthenium in this material. So they can match the strong interaction between ruthenium support and platinum. So we can say this catalyst is a multifunctional catalyst, and we can see very good result when they apply for the MFC, and also measure in the future state. We can see can enhance in the MFC. So the approach 3, we also continue our US pattern we found before. From US pattern, we found some the second method dropping into titanium oxide. The first approach for molybdenum, the second approach for ruthenium. the third approach for enrichment. Yeah, this topic I just mentioned before. We training one PhD student from the Ho Chi Minh City University of Nature Resource Environment. For this topic, so we use iridium oxide dubbed into titanium oxide with the low dubbing. We have another study about zero-3 and also reduce the retainer iridium about 0.1 into the titanium oxide, because iridium is quite expensive. So the idea, we want to match the low iridium locked into titanium oxide. So we also apply for the MOR, that means methanol oxidation reaction. Yeah, this is some result we have done for this topic. We also found the structure, the composition, and also the morphology, electric property of this catalyst. It varies 9 GM to show the very uniform our material, titanium iridium oxide. And we also disperse platinum on our support, apply for the methanol. So we can see our catalyst will be enhanced, also the stability and also the activity compared to commercial catalyst. And this is some the electrochemical measurement. So the last one, we also try to drop in another metal into the titanium oxide, the boron oxide. We apply for the alcohol oxidant. This approach I inspired for one PhD student from the Ho Chi Minh University of Nature of Technology. So for 3 years, so he studied different ratio boron into titanium oxide from the 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.2 to find the optimal ratio between titanium and the second metal, and apply for alcohol oxidation. So the synthesis not also simple. We use 2 steps. The first step we use hydrothermal. The second step we use the microwave which use the polyoil for reduction. And we found the different ratio effect the different ratio boron with titanium oxide on the property. For the surface area, for the electrical conductivity, high stability, and also some property of structure. So we also found that the ratio, the optimal ratio around boron 0.3 or 0.2. In another way, we also try to control the BT from the physical particle like the zero dimension into 1 dimension like the nanowire. Yeah, nanowire. We change the morphology of the platinum under our new catalyst to enhance activity durability. So it is very beautiful. The TM we can see like the sunflower. Yeah, this one is platinum. Yeah, so we can this is some electric property of this our catalyst, and electrochemical property of our catalyst with the BT nanowire on the BT boron. So we also found that our catalyst will be enhanced very good the mass activity, the red color compared to BT carbon, traditional catalyst, and also BT nanowire and carbon. Yeah, due to some expenses of the BT nanowire combined with the non-carbon support, BT titanium boron. And this is the fuel cell system we test in Taiwan. In Taiwan for our catalyst. Yeah. And finally, I will give some conclusion with our presentation today. So our presentation today, we just sharing our research of our group about the develop novel nanostructure based on titanium oxide. With the second method, we dug into titanium oxide like the molybdenum, ruthenium, iridium, boron support. So we found that very interesting result and very good the mechanism due to the non-carbon support. We have some the novel co-catalytic functionality for platinum. So can apply it can apply as an expand nano electrocatalyst for application in fuel cell. So we just show some result with our research, and we believe that this work can be shown most of the main current issue catalyst by include the activity and stability for catalyst in BMC and DMC, and the success work, we think that we can open the new way to design the several oxide. We can extend like the steam, the TRO oxide and another oxide. How to drop in into titanium oxide to make the very novelty of non-carbon support for platinum. So this way can open the catalyst support fabrication role for a wide variety of application. So finally, we think that and this approach will open a reliable path to recovery of expand concept in designing nanostructure catalyst that can relate traditional catalytic structure and motivated further research in this field. So we hope that in our research can contribute to enhance the activity and directly of the fuel cell system, one of the renewable energy, and we need to carry out in the future. So we also have some seed projects and patent and publication over 50 publication and acquire around over 20 award international and national about this field, and try to be the student for master and 10 undergraduate. And some of my graduate student and undergraduate student got a lot of scholarship from the university, and they go abroad. Maybe nine students go abroad, and they carry out this field, and they got the full scholarship for master BD student in US, Canada, Korea, and Taiwan. So this is the reference. This is some our publication related to the research today I research. So finally, thanks so much for your attention. I'm sorry, I don't know the time is over or not. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you so much, Professor Van Ho. It was very interesting and extremely important presentation.